What is up, Mav fans and hoop heads? Hope your vibes are immaculate today. I'm AG, your host, CEO, director, manager, all that bullshit. Welcome on into another episode of Mavs Rundown. Appreciate you for listening. And on today's pod, man, the Mavs go in and handle business. They take the Rockets down 113-100 at Houston. It was pretty much a blowout. The first quarter pretty kind of competitive, and once it hit the second quarter, man, the Luka Doncic, Dwight Powell pick and roll was in full effect tonight. And man, they both finished with great games. Those are your leaders for the team tonight. Luka finished with 30 points, 14 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 blocks even, doing great stuff. He always plays good against Houston. And, of course, tonight was no different. He was 9-19 from the field, 5 of 11 from 3, and 7 of 10 from the line. So pretty good numbers all around. Had a great game. And again, his pick and roll partner tonight, which, of course, now is going to be on every night after the big Porzingis trade. Dwight Powell goes out and ties his career high with 26 points. And I think he had, I just seen this, he had 22 points at halftime. So he only scored 4 points in the second half. But, I mean, in the first half, he was doing work. He finished with 26 and 12, 3 assists, 2 blocks. At halftime, he already had 22 and 10. He already had his double-double at halftime. Luka was just feeding them. They were getting the alley-oop going. Dwight was really killing them on the inside because, their biggest guy they played was basically Seguin, and they had Fernando there as kind of like a smaller Dwight version. But, I mean, they really had no rim protection, less than us, really. And so Dwight was able to take advantage of that and did really well tonight. It's good to see from him. And, the rest of this team just kind of flourished, Another shout out to Josh Green tonight, who I really seen all over the floor tonight. Like he finished with 10 points, 6 rebounds, 1 assist, 4 steals, 2 blocks. Like that man was really all over the place. And in absence tonight, because the Mavericks were missing Jalen Brunson and Dorian Finney-Smith. So tonight, Josh Green got the start along with Spencer Dinwiddie. And Josh Green really shined tonight in just an all-around game role. Because, I mean, if you watch the game, he was really all over the place. Hustling, getting these, he had 3 offensive rebounds. They all felt huge. He was going in for the board all the time, crashing, making lots of plays, doing good stuff. Even hit a 3. He was 1 of 2 from 3. He hit a corner 3 at the end of I think it was the first half where they swung it around, and it's one of those corner 3s. Hey, man, you got to hit it. You're wide open. Boom, he hits it. So, good stuff from him. Again, Spencer Dinwiddie, mentioned him. Yeah, he did good tonight. Another solid game as a Maverick, 6 of 13. Didn't have to ask him to do too much, but guess what? He finished with 16 points, 7 assists, and 2 steals and a block to go along with all that. Like, just a great game. Good to see another fucking playmaker out there, especially when we don't have Brunson, or we're able to have Brunson take a rest tonight and Dorian Finney-Smith take a rest even, because we know we have another, really good playmaker guy to come out and get buckets and really just make plays. And that's what it was, because when Luka wasn't the basic primary ball handler out there making the plays for us, it was Dinwiddie. And they were both filling the role perfectly. Seemingly it was a seamless fit between Luka and Spencer whenever they would take over the offense. I mean, of course, Luka is a lot higher caliber player, but you know what I mean, as exactly just running the offense. Spencer really did a good job for the Mavs tonight, and kept finding Dwight Powell in the pick and roll. Other guys, they were picking apart this defense. There's just the Rockets got a young team, so they're still learning. That's basically why we slapped them earlier in the season too. So it's one of those, they learn, they're getting better. They're going to be a force to be reckoned with, later, later on down the road, 3, 4, 5 years from now. But as of now, the Mavericks, kind of owned that series. And even off the bench tonight, shout out to Trey Burke, who even had was getting first half minutes, which I was surprised because last time that Jalen Brunson was out, I was expecting Trey Burke to get some minutes and he didn't. So to see that change now, which of course from the comment from Jason Kidd after one of our previous games where he's saying he wanted to make sure that we just got to get the distribute the minutes out because we can't have Luka playing almost 40 minutes plus Dorian, and we had Reggie and all these other guys playing so many minutes. But we got to lessen that down so everybody's more fresh once playoff time comes. We want to win games, but we also want to make sure that we're fully healthy once playoffs start so we can get past this, at least the first round this year. On a surprising note, Maxi Kleber did play tonight, but he only played 4 minutes. So I don't know what they're doing with him. I mean, he played all right, played solid. I didn't notice he only played 4 minutes until you look at the stat sheet. I don't know if he had an injury or not, but maybe they're just holding him back. He hasn't been shooting so well here recently, so maybe that might have something to do with it, or maybe he did get hurt. I didn't really see that, so maybe y'all will know more than me right now. But as of right now, he only played 4 minutes and didn't see him out there a whole lot. So a whole lot of Davis Bertans, 2 of 10, 1 of 7 out there, just throwing them up. But he finishes a plus 10 though. 6 points, he had 5 rebounds, assists. One good thing I do like about Bertans is he isn't just a standstill 3-point shooter. He is a run around type 3-point shooter, which is good, which is what you need from honestly a shooter. You don't want a guy that just has to stand there. You kind of need a guy that can come off screens or come off and be open, off of a screen or running around and catch and shoot a three. So I like to add that aspect of it. I mean, he hasn't really been paying off so much as of making the three so much, but he's at least keeping the defense honest, and his energy on defense, I mean, he at least brings it. He isn't just, not there for them, when they're going at him. He's at least trying to be there, put his hands up, be active, be within the flow of the defense to try and not get picked on. But, solid job from him. So I'm hoping they're just kind of home back Kleber maybe on his minutes, since Bertans was doing all right. They didn't need to play him so much, and that way they didn't have to rest Kleber so much, because we know we're going to need Kleber for sure. He's not going to play 4 minutes compared to Davis Bertans' 21 minutes, in any other night. If we're playing, if it's one of our next 3 games, it's definitely going to be flip-flopped around in minutes. Also, we had Sterling Brown minutes come in, play solid. Yeah, everybody that really played tonight came in, did just a solid job. We almost, say they didn't give up no lead, but they cut it into. We kind of let our foot off the gas here in the second half, especially the fourth quarter. And once Luka came back in, it was game over. But Trey Burke, as he came in, he had 15 points, as I was saying. He had 15 points, though, off the bench. It really came in, and, as they needed to distribute these minutes, of course, now Trey Burke's getting those extra guard minutes out there, especially when Jalen Brunson's out, and our other, slight playmaker, probably be our 4th best playmaker on the team with Dorian Finney-Smith out. So, Trey Burke getting some minutes and did good. He's more of the offense, going to look for a shot first, but that's okay, because if he's on like tonight, then he's on, and he helps us boost our depth even more, our bench even more, because he was 6 of 11, 1 of 2 from 3, had 2 free throws, made them, rebound and assist. Just really good, ran the offense, did what he needed to do, made the right pass, just nothing more you can ask from him, man. So, they did great, and then it was just a great team win tonight. Man, this is probably another short pod because, not much more to this. They came in. It was a Rockets team. They're 17-50 now. They're not a good 10-22 home record. So this was a game we should win, and it was a great tune-up game. it's something we needed, especially after our last games. We kind of like pooped that one against New York. It was good to see the ball go in and us play great offense and or great basketball and get this win and get a little tune-up before we go on this 4-game road streak, I guess. Oh man, I'm all over the place right now. But yeah, man. So this is a good little win tonight. You know, it was a W on the schedule if you're looking at it. As I said, a tune-up for the next 4 games on the road. You know, it's at Boston, at Brooklyn, at Philly, at Charlotte next. So 4 great games, especially those first 3, Boston, Brooklyn, Philly. Crazy good, man. And the Mavericks are really going to need to bring in. That's probably why they rested Brunson and Dorian Finney-Smith, because they're going to need them for Boston on Sunday. We play at Boston, so you know their place is going to be, you know, lit. It's a 2:30 game start times, so for everybody to make sure, you know, whatever you're doing, it's, you know that 2:30 game, so, you know, everybody can watch it now. You know, the whole family. It's not a late game. No excuses about work or the next day. If you're at work, hey, sorry, probably gonna be me too. But hey, fuck it. You know, it's not bad to be able to watch the game at work or listen to it at work. Helps the time go by during these day games, for me at least. But yeah, man, at Boston, you know, they've been playing. They've had the same turnaround for our defense. They had it for their team. They weren't doing so well, just like us. And at a certain point, you know, they flipped a switch on defense and things started clicking. And you know, kind of it's so weird. It's similar vibes with Boston because, you know, we both flipped a switch and turned our seasons over to, you know, being, you know, defensive powerhouses in the NBA. You know, top, you know, 5 defenses here, top 3, I think, but at least top 5 for both teams. So it'd be a great defensive battle come along. And, you know, of course, we get the show of Luka Doncic versus Jason Tatum, who Jason Tatum's been on a tear recently. And, of course, they still have their other superstar and other star player in Jaylen Brown. So, and, of course, Marcus Smart, you know he's going to play. And that's, you know, Dallas native, DFW native, man. You know, shout out him, and we'll play him. And he's going to give us, you know, all kinds of fits. Well, not really, hopefully not. But, you know, they're just a great team, good grindy team. It's going to be a good one. Hopefully, y'all check that one out. And, of course, after that, we're going to Brooklyn, who, as we see, it's at Brooklyn, so we're not going to probably see any Kyrie. However, will Ben Simmons be back? I don't know. Maybe. That would be it's already going to be a good game if KD's playing against Brooklyn. And, of course, now Seth Curry's on Brooklyn, so that's already. And James Johnson, ex-Maverick, is on Brooklyn, so, you know, that's already a good game right there. But imagine if KD and Ben Simmons are playing. That would be pretty loaded. That's an ESPN game, too, Wednesday at 6:30. So that'll be a good one. And then on Friday, you know, it's at Philly, 6 o'clock game. That's another big one. You know, a good test. These next 3, you know, if you count Charlotte too, next 4 games are pretty big for the Mavericks. Even, honestly, the next one after that, it's at Minnesota, or at home. We finally go home, and we play Minnesota. You know, Minnesota's right there in that 7th seed fighting for the playoff spot. You know, of course, they're probably not wanting to be in that play-in tournament, so they're fighting to get, you know, in that 6th seed. And that means chasing down our necks. So that's another big game that we have. We actually have 2 against them after this road trip. That's what I was trying to say earlier. I said road streak. But after this road trip, man, yeah, we play Minnesota 2 out of 3 times. Play at home versus Minnesota, play at home versus Houston, then we go to Minnesota and play them again. So those are big games as well, technically, if you're looking at the standings. So honestly, these next handful of games are going to be big for Dallas. So especially, you know, if you're kind of like a casual fan, this is a great time to tune in and really check out some good basketball, especially towards the end of the season where everybody's jockeying for position, or, you know, especially playoff spot. And especially for the Mavericks, if you're looking for the Mavericks, we're trying to hit that 4 seed and try to, skip over Utah. Right now we're tied in wins with 41, but Utah has us in losses with 24, and Mavericks have 26. And I think they are playing right now, and they came back earlier. They were up by 10 on the Spurs. And right now the Spurs, it is 93-92. Spurs are down only by 1 point. So they came back. I know if they win, then Pop passes Don Nelson for the most wins all time. So hopefully they're doing this for Pop, man. Go get it for Pop. Go get it for fucking Pop, man. That would be a great win by the Spurs and much needed for the Mavs. Because that would put Utah at 41-25, and the Mavericks would really only be like half a game back. And woo, man, the race just gets that much tighter. So hopefully, come on, Spurs, y'all can do this. Y'all can do this. But yeah, man, that's pretty much it, man. I just mentioned the teams we got coming up. Next game is on Sunday, as I said, at Boston at 2:30. It's on ABC, so y'all make sure y'all check that out however you can, however you check them out. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yo, I'm AG. Thanks for listening. If you want to follow on Twitter, it's at Mavs_rundown. The Mavs Rundown podcast, you can find it on YouTube along with Spotify. And remember, guys, cool heads prevail. And I'll see y'all next time on the Mavs Rundown.